today is June 7th, the following day after I successfully graduated from in-flight training school. It is surreal. I can't believe it. Wow. A lot to unpack, a lot to talk about. I tried to record the best that I possibly could, just giving all variables, being sleep deprived, stressed, all of the things. But it was the most challenging yet most awarding thing to date. One of. But anyways, I am running errands. There was a lot of things that not a lot, but a handful of things that I bought prior to the trip or during the trip that I am returning. So that's what I'm doing now. So let's do it. My mama been driving my car and left me with 26 miles to eat. That ain't right. Know what I'm gonna say? Nothing. I'm not gonna say anything because the woman took care of Nala for the month. She said she only used my car a couple of times. So she says, alright y'all, I just wanted to make sure that my garage door closed. A few times I've closed the garage door and it ended up coming back up. So I got makeup to return. I bought a cup. The cup, I'm like addicted to cups. I have lots and lots of cups. Like insulated cups. And this cup is actually a nice cup, and I'm considering keeping the cup, and if I return the cup I might end up buying the cup again because it is a really nice cup. But I have another cup that I haven't even used yet that's bigger than that, so this might be the better option, but we'll see. And it has a straw in it, and I don't know. I'm going to debate between now and the time that I go and return the other items. First and foremost, I mean, I can get gas in the neighborhood because everything that I have to go are within boom, boom, boom. It's not far from each other. I don't even know why I went this way because I just said I need to go get gas. And when I tell you I miss my car, y'all, I miss my car. I was Ubering and walking. More Ubering than walking. I gained a lot of weight. Now, we all know, if you're not new here, I didn't even do an intro. I don't even know if I am going to, I don't know. We'll see how this works. If this is a new start of the video, then I am going to just reel it back and say, hi, loves. It's your girl, Lena. If this is your first time here, welcome. If this is not your first time here, welcome back, lifers. Welcome back. So yeah, it's so much to unpack. I might even have to break this up into like little series and things of that nature. But if you're new here, I was supposed to go to in-flight training back in January, and that didn't happen because I got injured. And so that got postponed. I was actually injured for about 4 months. Still recovering from my injury, but I'm alright. I'm alive. And I'm grateful that I didn't go in February, because if I did physically, I would not have been as capable of doing all the things that was required physically without being in pain. And so I experienced minimal pain while being there, grateful. I'm super extreme. You know, it's 10:24. I wonder if these stores are even open. This baby girl is up and at it. She's up and at it. She's up and at it. 10-minute parking. Reserved. Come on down with your bad self. Come on down with your bad self. What was I saying? What I was saying? Yeah, so I gained weight. I gained weight prior to me going to training, and one thing that I would advise for everybody is to make sure that you are physically fit. One of the things that was in the back of my mind is I did not want to get sent home because I was too plush or physically incapable, or for some reason, you know, they felt like I didn't meet the size requirement. I'm already curvaceous. That sets me apart from majority of the flight attendants that are out there. Most are slim, fit, skinny, slim. Majority are. And that has always been a stigma. So I am going to say that I am grateful that the opportunity is here and is being somewhat normalized to be accepting of all body types. However, you can't be too fat. And the reality of the situation, or, you know, just in general, is that your job as a flight attendant is to ensure the safety of the passengers on that aircraft. And in the event of an emergency, you have to be physically capable to do all the things to save the passengers as well as yourself. That means going through the doors with ease, going through emergency exit windows with ease. Like, these are all the things, being able to bend and being able to do it at a pace without having to go down, unlock it, hold on to something to get up. So if anyone is ever sent home because they lack the physicality to be able to move and to do things with a sense of urgency, I understand why. And I would have been absolutely devastated if that was one of the things that would have counted me out. So now that I am through it, and when I tell you, like, I was borderline in some pieces, some uniform pieces, I was borderline at that maximum limit. And for my particular airline, the sizing stipulation is from 0 to 18. 0 to 18. And when I tell you, one of my pieces, and they kept making us go up in sizes, like 1 or 2 sizes than our normal sizing. And one thing that humbled me during our fitting is how things fit. And you want to make sure that things are fitting a certain way, you know, to a certain standard. That is important for things to fit. And so that was just one of the things that I was just really concerned about, is not being able to fit the clothes, and how I size myself and what is presentable as far as fitting. And if some things fitted tightly or had like this little scrunch in the clothing, it should be smooth. It shouldn't be bunched up. And if it's bunched up, then you might need to size up. So that humbled me just in how it is that, just in how I wear my clothes and whether or not I am getting the correct size. And I've never been the one to wear undergarments, and I wore, not undergarments, but sculpting garments, things like girdles or all, things of that nature. I'm like, no. But when I tell y'all, I was wearing them throughout this whole training. I didn't want to give anybody any reason, and I needed to make sure that I fit into them clothes. So I'm giving myself some grace because I was injured prior to me going, and I had gained weight prior. I was injured for 4 months. 4 months I was physically challenged and limited from doing the things that I was used to doing on the daily basis. And one of those things was being able to walk anywhere between 10 to almost 20,000 steps a day, a minimum of 10 though. And so I can't tell you, over the course of since December, I have not been consistent with reaching 10,000 steps a day. However, in my new profession now, guys, I'm going to be walking from one concourse to the next concourse. Some airports are super duper small where the gates are just next door, and some airports are big, and I might be literally going from one concourse in the airport all the way to the other concourse. And sometimes you have a moving walkway or escalator or elevator, or sometimes you're going to have to walk, whether it's on cement or if it's on carpet. You're going to have to lug your bags and walk and get to your destination timely so that you can get the people to where it is that they need to go timely. So reality check, your girl is going to start working out as of today. I'm just running some errands. I did go to the gym while I was in training, but that consisted of 1 to 2 days a week over the course of the 4 weeks that I was there. So not as consistent as I was prior to going to training, and definitely not as consistent prior to my injury. So now I'm going to be picking up the pace in my workout regimen and just seeing what am I physically capable of doing, because honestly, during training, you're not walking like you would be in an airport. Increase my steps. It was a huge facility, and you have to go to lunch and go downstairs and go all around and have to be back by a certain time, and going up and down the hallway. So I definitely picked up my pace in walking, and but I have to get with the program. So meal prepping and all the things will be a priority. That's one thing that I'm on a quest to find, is a good cooler to start traveling with. I'll be working 3 days out of the week: Saturday, Sunday, Monday. As of right now, my first trip isn't until next week, and I do not think that I am going to pick up a trip prior to my first trip. I don't think I'm gonna do it. I don't want to. So y'all, I'm about to go into Sephora and return some things, and I shall return.